At the conclusion of this race, we will crown the 2014 Series Champion and Howie Liddell Memorial Rookie of the Year. The final JEG CRA All Stars Tour race of 2014. We know you've been sitting for a long time, race fans, but it's time to get up. Everybody stand up. Come on, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Wave lap time season championship race for the JEG CRA All Stars Tour presented by Chevrolet Performance. This is the Winchester 75 presented by JEGS.com. Adam, the scenario is very simple. Your current points leader, Dan Leake, in that number 12, the Bridge Lake Auto Repair and Towing Chevrolet, he finishes 12th or better. He will be your 2014 champion no matter what Grant Quinlan does. When Grant Quinlan crosses the start-finish line to take the green, he will clinch the 2014 Howie Liddell Memorial Rookie of the Year title.
Pretty simple for Dan Leake. If he finishes this race, I think he's got a legitimate shot to claim the championship as well. Quinlan, if he wins, you mentioned Leake needs to finish 12th or better, so there's our doubt. If Leake, of course, finishes this race, I think he's capable of finishing up in the top 5. He's very fast in qualifying. That Leake number 12 machine looking to clinch the championship has been fast all day long in this field, making its way down the backstretch into the third corner. We are ready to begin the 75-lapper for the JEG CRA All Stars Tour, the championship race, and Leake a little bit off the pace on the opening start. We're off the green.
Green flag is out, side-by-side battle over the front row. Josh Nelms running outside of Cole Rouse. They come out into turn 3 and 4 for the first time. Coming out of turn 4, leader lap 1, Josh Nelms.
And now move to the outside as well for the 14-year-old driver. The first race of the 14-year-old for Harrison Burton from North Carolina. Burton moves into second. Looks strong early. Another driver that's been outstanding today, Colin Nicolai from Piqua, Ohio. He goes for third.
Rouse all kinds of sideways. Everyone checks up. What a save by Cole Rouse.
There's going to be some drivers, Matt, with some damage to the front of their race cars. We saw some beating and banging. Amazingly, Rouse didn't want it up after the contact from Quinlan. Did a great job. Quinlan then checked up. We gathered, fortunately, despite a little more contact, and Quinlan was able to continue. He didn't want to see Rouse spin because that would send him to the back. And Dan Leake, we'll see if he goes by, if he's got any damage to his car. It looks to be okay from up here in the scoring tower, so close call for a couple of our championship contenders, Dan Leake in the 12 and Grant Quinlan in the 28.
5 laps completed. Harrison Burton wasted no time. He'll go to the inside. Josh hangs out for now with a 14-year-old Harrison Burton, son of NASCAR great Jeff Burton, all over the back bumper and Nelms.
Amazingly, Nelms, who's only 39 years of age, one of the oldest drivers in the field. And right now, Nelms is being challenged by one of the youngest drivers in the field.
Harrison Burton all over the back bumper. Josh Nicolai right there as well, the 49. He'll come by this time, complete lap number 8.
Also keeping an eye on one of our former JEG CRA All Stars Tour car winners here at the Speedway a couple of years ago before winning that championship in the Super Series competition. Travis Braden is 0-1, running right now just out of the top 5, behind one of the top qualifiers there, Jack Smith. Braden usually comes on second half of the race. We'll see if that's the case here tonight. He buys his time, and the lead battle continues, and the lead battle is over. Just as the first way, Harrison Burton in the 12. He's moved into the number 1 spot. New leader, 14-year-old Harrison Burton.
The youngest driver in the field at 14 years old, Huntersville, North Carolina. Harrison Burton now. And now just about caught the back over Nelms and come out of 4.
Colin Nicolai strong tonight at TheRel.com, McDonald's Restaurant Chevrolet. We've completed the first 11 laps of this race, and it looks like one of the fastest cars on the racetrack. Quinlan running 4th in the battle for 5th. Starts shakeup. There is Travis Braden ready to make a move on Jack Smith for the 5th and final spot in our top 5.
Smith qualifying second place. For Sunday's Winchester 400 decided why not bring his old CRA car out, and he's battling with Jack Smith for that 4th position.
19th place starter, Kilcare Raceway late model champion Cody Robinson out of Kettering with 33. Taking his ride on the pit road. Robinson, some bad luck early on in tonight's Winchester 75 presented by JEGS.com. As he looks like the first car to take pit road here tonight at about the lap 15 mark.
Championship battle, looking back in the field, in the 13th spot in the number 12 machine, which is fine for him right now. And Cleveland currently riding in 4th. He'll try to reel in Colin Nikolai for a final podium position in 3rd.
The battle for that number 2 position starting to shape up as Nikolai has run down Josh Nelms. The Illinois driver trying to hold off the Ohioan in the 49. And Quinlan is definitely reeling those 2 drivers in as well. So it soon will be a 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place battle. All while Harrison Burton, youngster, by himself, out front by a half straightaway or more over Josh Nelms, who's in 2nd.
And Grant Quinlan, your newly crowned 2014 Illinois Rookie of the Year, absolutely nothing to lose. He's already got the rookie chance to catch Dan Lee. So he is going for it. He looks to the inside, out of 3rd. They head to 3 and 4.
The Quinlan Incorporated International Tool and Mold Chevrolet, number 28, looking to the line side. Nothing there at this point. Track conditions pretty racy, pretty clean and green so far, other than that one stack up we had where Quinlan was another competitor early on. It was a great save to keep from an accident from happening there with Cole Rouse early on. As 19 laps into the 75 already, and Harrison Burton likes what he sees.
The car on the move. The gentleman starts scratching the field. 23rd. Hunter Mays in the 13th. He's up the 4th. Eagles to challenge Dan Lee for that 13th spot. He's going to give up but he doesn't want to fall too much farther back.
Hunter Mays' car looks like it's turning extremely well on the bottom. They probably put a setup in there that would help it rotate on the bottom as much as possible because he has to start so deep in the field. And right now he's racing with the current point leader and possibly the champion this year, Dan Leake. And Leake's got to be somewhat careful, but then again, he doesn't want to be too conservative, give up too many spots because his closest challenge is Quinlan on the move to the front.
Up front, nothing's changed. Hunt, Harrison Burton continues to show the number 12 machine. Now about a full straightaway. Josh Nelms who in 2nd. The ball for 3rd continues. Colin Nikolai going to 3 and 4. Quinlan dive bombs into 3 and 4. Stay side by side with Nikolai down the baseline.
Race into the first corner, close racing, wheel to wheel, now pulling forward. Quinlan, we can move him now up into the number 3 spot. Quinlan, the rookie with the speed, going so strong, trying to get a championship as well. He's just 2 spots away from putting himself in position to do just that. Hunter Days continues his move forward. He's gone to the inside and clearing Cole Rouse in the 20. Also trying to do the same, the current leader Dan Lee. Action hot going into 3, the 28 of Quinlan. Move him up to 2nd. Grant Quinlan, the 28 car on the move to the front.
If the race were to end right now, Dan Lee can win the championship by 1 point. Lee currently in 14th. Quinlan he does not want to fall any further. And here comes a hard-charging Cody Evans.
Action really heating up. How about Dalton Armstrong in the number 4 car? He's moved to the bottom. Also Travis Braden. I think Braden might be a car that could be a driver to run with as we expected. He's going to come along. We said maybe later in the race. That later could be now. For the 2nd spot, Travis Braden inside. Outside is Quinlan. We watch as Armstrong makes his way up. He started this race in 7th. Didn't see much of him early, but now past the 1/3 mark, Armstrong moving forward as he closes on Jack Smith for 4th.
Nothing's changed. Burton setting an absolute torrid pace along the legendary highway to Winchester Speedway. Harrison Burton never even seen the racetrack, so left when they arrived. Barrett looks a crafty veteran, Robert now well over 4 seconds.
Burton not so sure that he wants to see a caution come out because he's got Grant Quinlan and Travis Braden second and third. They look pretty sporty at this point in the race.
He's up the fourth in the 128. Dalton Armstrong, good run for him. Running in the fifth spot, the number 4. Trent Snyder is 6 in the 88. The 0, Josh Nelms, your outside pole center. Battling with Boyd Machine Company. Fast JJ battles over. JJ back in the 8th spot. Brandon Oakley's 9th. Corey Deucer rounding out the top 10.
Josh Nelms, the driver, started on the front row, led the early laps of this race, but he is really falling deep in the pack. That car is set up. He was our 9th fast qualifier, has seemed to go away. It's not good in race conditions tonight. Watching as Grant Quinlan and Travis Braden, they come up on the shoulder traffic. Mike Stacy in the beautiful number 7 car. That new wrap, that new paint scheme on the car this weekend. Moving to the low side. We'll let second and third go by down the back stretch. 35 laps in the books as Harrison Burton exits turn number 4. 35 in at the line for Burton. 40 laps to go. His lead was straightaway over Grant Quinlan.
He's taking pulls out pit road, calls it a night. Tough race for the driver. In the meantime, back to the field. Dan Lee is back to the 13th spot. Living on the 12 machine all by himself. With the wheel in. Colin Nikolai, who's fallen back to 12. In the meantime, trying to hold off Travis Braden for that second spot. Braden to complete the pass, and he wins turn number 2.
So that's a good break for Dan Leake, who's pretty far back of the field as he sees Quinlan fall a spot, and Quinlan might fall some more. In fact, drops toward the bottom side of the front stretch, and here comes Jack Smith to a high lane. Smith will go around Quinlan. Armstrong will go around Quinlan. Here comes Trent Snyder on the back stretch, and Dan Leake's championship hopes get much better now because Grant Quinlan's fading deep in the pack.
Completed 37 laps to go. Quinlan falling back in a hurry. JJ Haley just got by him. Put Quinlan back to the 8th spot now in the 28 machine. The last car Mike Stacy Quinlan Incorporated Chevrolet.
Looks like Quinlan's car. Oh, trouble. Rouse around to the front straightaway. Rouse locks it down. Oh, Rouse spins, brings out our first caution. Also, oh, big time trouble. Harrison Burton nose first into the wall in turn number 1. Almost looks like somebody must have put some liquid down on the track, Matt. That's just my guess because we had cars spinning in a number of different places on the racetrack, and one of those was Harrison Burton, our leader, who had a huge lead build up, and now the front end of his race car is destroyed. Harrison Burton, your leader, gonna be done for the night with a terrible, terrible break for the leader as the yellow comes out for the first time with 39 laps in. This really shakes things up. Well, I think Travis Braden gonna be tough to beat with what he has as challenges. Colin Nikolai rolling back down pit road, heading into 1 and 2, maybe making his way back out onto the racetrack. Nikolai, bad break for him there, having to come to the pits because he was solid early laps of this race as well, up in our top 5. Jack Smith on the inside, Travis Braden on the outside. Braden looking to put this field away in the final 25 laps of the Winchester 75.
Green flag is out. When he keeps it moving forward, Jack Smith stays with him. Outside of 51.
Yeah, where did Brandon Oakley come from? The driver of the 51 car started this race in the 12th position. And Brandon Oakley now finds himself 4th. Corey Deucer, a former winner of a race here, moving into the top 5. Dalton Armstrong caught on the inside lane. And that's not fog rolling in, that's drying agent coming this way, up toward the racing tower as it's being blown off the track, and Bays around on the front stretch, blows him down. Leake able to make it through, Stacy makes it through, and John Beach comes to a stop. Captain flag is out. It could have been worse than that on the front stretch. Somehow, don't seek damaged cars after the Bays spin on the front straightaway. Flat left rear tire on the 13. Hunter Bays in the 13, back out, and he's got some work cut out for him. It was so much fun passing him already. He's going to try it again, already on the move. Before the green flag drops, the field picks up the pace, heading down down the backstretch, heading into turns 3 and 4. And here comes Travis Braden, your leader. Jack Smith closes the door on Oakley. Contact made. Into the corner they go. They continue on. There's some heavy damage to the nose piece of Brandon Oakley's 51 car. There's some damage to Jack Smith's 128. Smith changed lanes before the front straightaway finish line, as opposed to, I guess, the back straightaway finish line, which there isn't one of. And that's what caused the contact there between the 51 of Oakley and the 128 of Smith, but they both continue.
Restart by Travis Braden, and Smith continues to move forward with some cosmetic damage to the rear end of that machine. Here comes weekend in the World Stock Car Festival. Snyder started 15. He is battling for second with a 128 now. A damaged Jack Smith.
It is Smith sideways in the outside groove. Snyder running well in the inside groove. 54 laps into the book. Travis Braden pulling away, not quite clearing Smith yet. It's Snyder. Good battle going on for fifth as well. The 99 of JJ Haley races with Brandon Oakley. Oakley's car looks to be running pretty well considering the damage to the nose piece area of that car. I can see that car start to overheat with no air getting to the front the way it's damaged, but battles continue for second and fifth with 20 to go.
Oakley and Haley remain side by side. Defending race winner Corey Deucer. Right there is one of the second location. Which driver to follow? Up front for second, Snyder and Smith doing the bumping and grinding inside four. Going out of the backstretch, Snyder with the advantage coming out of four, but Smith with the momentum.
Fighting hard, that 88 is Snyder. We saw as well Quinlan dropping off the pace moments ago in the 28 car. And it stopped over in the second corner area of the racetrack. Grant Quinlan bringing out the yellow. So Grant Quinlan stopped in the 28 car coming off the exit of turn number 2. Amazingly, the car refires. So the car amazingly refires now and pulls away from the stoppage in turn number 2, but Grant Quinlan in the 28 car gets moving again.
A great season for Dan Leake, very consistent year for the Birch Run, Michigan driver. What kept him in the championship hunt all season. In 12 points races, 8 top 5 finishes for the Birch Run, Michigan driver. 3 of those were second place showings, a big, big reason why Dan Leake will be officially crowned your 2014 champion in just 18 laps.
Green flag coming off of 4, back underway, 18 laps in the finish. This time Smith stays on the bottom. He got to the top last time. He and Oakley made contact. Brandon Oakley not on the raceway right now as we complete lap 58 at the line this time. Dalton Armstrong moves up to second.
Armstrong running outside. Armstrong, you will be your 2014 rookie runner-up. Now he's going to go after Travis Braden over the turn 3 and 4 this time by 16 to go.
Holy smoke, Matt, this one might not be done yet. Dalton Armstrong running down Travis Braden when it looked like Braden was going to win this one easily. Armstrong looks to be just as good at this stage of the race, looking for his first JEGs. CRA All Stars Tour victory in car number 4. To the inside he goes in turn 4.
Travis Braden now leader, trying to hold off the 20-year-old rookie from nearby Newcastle, Indiana. Driving for 2012 championship winning crew chief and car owner Scott Neal. Dalton Armstrong now working at the ring.
Also having fun watching Hunter Bays continue to make passes. Right now going for the 6th position with JJ Haley. Hunter Bays continues to work hard in this race, coming from the back twice right now, trying to move into 6th. And John Beach was thinking about 3 wide. We complete 62, 13 to go. Braden leads, and now he's got a 2-car length advantage on Dalton Armstrong.
Armstrong trying to stay with him, but pulls away from Jack Smith in the process. Smith running in the 3rd spot, battles for 4th. Defending race winner Corey Deucer in the 71, battling the Labor Day weekend event winner. Smith trying to make their way in through turns 1 and 2. Coming out of turn 2, and Braden extending that lead just a little bit on Armstrong.
Side by side for the 4th position as it is Snyder on the low side. they continue to go at it. Coming up on Jackson Jacobs in the 97. It'll be 10 laps to go this time. 65 in, 10 more laps to go. Battle continues for 4th and 6th.
The 6th spot in the number 99 machine, John Jenkins. John now. After all the troubles he's had, coming Nikolai in the top 10. Up front, Travis Brayton continues to show the way. The laps are winding down.
8 laps to go for Braden. Armstrong still within striking distance. That inside lane has seemed to come in a little bit, maybe with some of the liquid that was put down in the outside lane, because we've seen, especially in 3 and 4, Braden and Armstrong start to use a much lower lane than what would be expected here at Winchester. Running just about the bottom. In fact, a bobble there in turn 4 from Braden as Armstrong stays within a car length.
Armstrong is there. Travis Brayton can't shake the 20-year-old rookie loose. As Armstrong looks to the inside, coming out of turn number 4. 6 laps to go this time.
Decent advantage built up for the top 2 over 3rd place, Jack Smith. 4th, Corey Boozer, and 5th. The 88 of Trent Snyder, their nose to tail. And speaking of nose to tail again, for the lead, Armstrong within a couple of feet of your race leader. 5 more laps to go. 5 laps remain for Wheeling, West Virginia driver Travis Brayton. Can he hold on to Dalton Armstrong?
Dalton Armstrong is there. He's got Scott Neal in his ear, telling him which way he needs to go to try to hold out Travis Brayton. Pulling away now from Armstrong. So going to 3 and 4 one more time. He'll come to 3 laps to go.
Armstrong wheeling that number 4 car for all it's worth tonight. The beautiful number 4 machine. Scott Neal will drive the team car to that in the 400 coming up on Sunday. And right now it's the James race, and it's 3 to go. Contact, backstretch, look out. Captain Jacobs loops it around. He's going to come to a stop along the outside retaining wall. Cars making it by so far. That originally started by the 71 of Deucer. Saw him get sideways, slide down the banking. He clipped the 97. Jacobs was just kind of a bystander on the bottom lane and got some contact from the right rear. That could have been way worse. I thought it was going to send Jacobs into the outside retaining wall head first, but it looks like he was able to pretty well avoid any significant damage. So now he's down there. We've seen Braden pick up the pace middle of the backstretch at times, and we'll see where he picks it up here. He kind of lays back a little bit, maybe trying to get a run. As race director Glenn Luckett says, side by side, no laying back. They are side by side. Armstrong starts to go. Now Braden starts to go. They're both going. They get to 3 and 4. Green ready to wave. 3 laps from the finish. Braden gets the good restart. Armstrong is trying to hang on for second now. All of a sudden, it's Trent Snyder looking for the runner-up spot.
Armstrong gets to the 2nd spot with Trent Snyder right behind. The battle for 4. John Beach in the 1 machine around the outside of Jack Smith. 2 laps to go. Armstrong
Going into 3, but Braden pulled back away coming out of 4. It's 2 car lengths down to about a car length and a half. We'll see what happens in 3 and 4. Strong entry for the 4 of Armstrong. He's going to be within striking distance, possibly 1 more lap to go.
For Travis Brayton, 1 lap to go. 1 last chance for Dalton Armstrong, the number 4 machine. They're going to turn 3 and 4. One more thing. Armstrong dive bombs into 3 and 4, but Brayton with the outside momentum. Give the win to Travis Brayton.
Armstrong second. Jack Smith and John Beach get together on the exit of turn number 2 at the conclusion of the race as this one comes to an end tonight. It was a good one for the JEG CRA All Stars Tour. You see Jack Smith and John Beach still going at it coming off of turn number 4. Watch those 2 drivers as they maybe have a heated discussion after the race tonight. They have a chance to do it right here on the front stretch as John Beach and Jack Smith. Jack Smith will take his 28 car back around the racetrack. Travis Brayton. Dan Leake, all over the rev chip, I think was trying to do a burnout for his championship celebration. As Dan Leake Michigan driver in car number 12, had a solid run in points a year ago, a top 5 run, and now this year claiming the 2014 JEG CRA All Stars Tour presented by Chevrolet Performance Championship.